and welcome back to Escaping Runes. Thanks for joining me today, guys. We are gonna be doing the third part of our Mimic Boss 1 hour run series, where we'll be using our magic gear this time. After this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put together some bits about the different difficulty levels of the Mimic Boss and how I just felt about this experience in total. So let's go ahead and run over here to the Grand Exchange and get started on that. So the first thing we want to do is buy those Mimic tokens. Let's see if I can do it properly. So about 60 tokens is what worked out last time. Let's do that. And we want to go ahead and buy a new staff. So I do want a air battle staff is what I think we're going to use this time. This isn't too bad. It is tier 30, so it's not a super high level staff, but it is something that we're going to be able to use to cut down on cost a little bit and have a little bit of decent damage with this boss. So just got to pay a little bit extra for that, no big deal. And let's go ahead and see about these. Last time I saw this, they had gone way up. Yep, let's see, and yep, they went up to about 80,000 that time, so perfect. We've got our Mimic tokens, we've got our staff. Let's go ahead and equip that. We're going to be using Air Blast for this. I think that's one of the closest. Let's see now, we'll go. Yeah, we'll use Air Blast, that's about 41 magic. Let's go ahead and get over to the boss and get fighting. Alright guys, so it had been a little while doing this boss, and I wanted to leave this first run in here because this does show no matter how many times you've done something. I've killed this boss probably 200 times at this point. I had already forgotten. This is about the moment I realized I don't have any food on me. I didn't have anything set up for prayers, anything like that. I missed that first mechanic and just got hit. So I just wanted to include this part to show you that, yes, we all kind of make mistakes, right? And I've done this a bunch and somehow I still forgot. Alright guys, I was super excited to get into this, right? This is a boss that I fought in these other two styles, and ever since I started this build, this whole run, I thought that magic would be the most fun of these. Now, to be honest, I'm not really sure how I feel about it afterwards. Magic was interesting, right? The melee build involved a lot of just standing right up on the boss, and I got hit a lot doing that. I learned some cool stuff about the kind of mechanics when I was doing the ranged build, dodging some of that stuff, but magic really put it to the test. I think part of that is because of the gear that I'm using here. I do have that set of full Mystic equipment, the blue Mystic stuff, and that stuff is only at tier, I'm trying to find it here, only at tier 50, right? So this is the lowest set of gear I've actually used at this battle, and then my staff was even lower than that. The air battle staff is tier 30, so maybe I could have upgraded that a little bit. I did notice the kills took longer, and I ended up with a few less than I usually get. I got 55, I think, on the first run, closer to 52 on the ranged run, and this one I got 45, so that could kind of affect the results there. That being said, this is the run that I learned these mechanics the best. I really had some time to play with this. I learned about some interesting things like the surging, right? If you surge right at the boss at the wrong time, he will hit you with all three of those golden coin attacks, and that'll really hit hard. So this was pretty interesting. I had fun with it. It cost the least, or I guess it cost the same as the other ones, but this was a really fun run, and I can't wait to do some stuff with all of the different styles and some of the harder Mimic bosses. Alright guys, we did go ahead and complete that Mimic boss run, so let's see what we got out of these 45 loot chests for this. So I did go ahead and clear my gold as well. We can see exactly how much gold we get, because sometimes you just get gold out of these, right? Just like that. Let's see what we can get. Alright, we're getting some of those gems, we're getting some of those scrimshaws. Remember, that's the big ticket item here. We want those scrimshaws, so let's see. Alright, this was, what did we say, about 45 of them? And, not as good as usual, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at those prices. So, we did get 4 of these, sorry, we need to put all those in there. Jeez. You put all those in there. We did get 4 of these. These scrimshaws are worth a good bit, so this is going to come out to about 3 million, which isn't too bad, right? That isn't too bad for an hour, but we have had some better pulls from this before, 15 million in the past. So ultimately, I think that this was a pretty good experience, guys. I did enjoy trying out the different styles, and I do think that Magic has some great stuff to offer when it comes to the Mimic Boss. There were definitely some combos that I could pull off in there that were fun. I'm going to be looking at doing a series, kind of comparing all of these in one video, and then looking at some of the harder levels and coming out with like a real Mimic Boss kind of setup, an actual kind of guide on how to do all the Mimic Boss stuff. So keep an eye out for that, guys. As always, have fun scaping runes, and don't forget to like and subscribe.